Welcome back to the Bach and Arthur podcast. Whee! Yay! It's episode 17.
Yay!
Phone addiction. So don't say yay. We're going to be talking about screen time. No, I meant screen time. No, I meant screen time. We're going to be talking about, well, we're going to be guessing the sound bite. Just like that. Competitions with humanoid robots and submissions.
Oh, we're getting submissive again.
Oh, no, that's not what that means. Segue. Let's see who has the worst screen time. So there was a new study that showed the average person now spends approximately 5 hours and 48 minutes per day on their phone, equivalent to 127,020 minutes, 88 days per year. 88 days per year is crazy.
88 days per year?
That's ridiculous.
That's quite crazy.
Most people I speak to, their screen time's usually below 5 hours. So there's got to be a lot, people putting in a shift out there to get that number up.
Chip keeps it very high with his old school RuneScape addiction. He's constantly on that mobile thing.
Do you know his screen time?
12 hours, I think.
It's not.
No, I have no idea.
Can't just make something up like that about someone.
No, clip that and cut when he asks.
12 hours, I think. Yeah, just cut out.
Just cut the second I say 12 hours, I think. Cut.
How long do you know how long he spends on RuneScape a day? I didn't know it was a mobile thing. I thought you did it on PC.
That's what's made it so big, is that they've released it as a mobile app.
Oh, is that why it's had a comeback?
That's why it's had a massive comeback. And it's now as big as it's the biggest it's ever been.
Really? Bigger than bigger than ever?
Yep.
Bigger than it's ever been, though? Wow. That's so strange. Well, that didn't happen with Minecraft. You remember Minecraft brought an app and
yeah,
didn't really take off.
Minecraft is a lot harder to do like that. So RuneScape is a point and click game. So like you click on a goblin and your character will fight it. Or like you click on a tree, you click on a tree once and it will cut it down. Whereas on Minecraft, you have to kind of be moving in 3 dimensions of space.
You just click on a tree and it cuts it down.
Yep. If you've got the woodcutting level and you've got an axe in your inventory or equipped.
Is it like Stardew Valley?
Nah. It's like Minecraft, but with like a story mode. Like there are a bunch of quests to do, people to meet. Obviously, like people running around, but mainly it's just skilling, just like killing stuff, Slayer.
Skilling?
It's really fun, really fun.
What's skilling?
So you've got skills like fishing, woodcutting, cooking, that kind of stuff. And like, if you're like, I think you're quite similar to me, you like the outdoorsy stuff. It's nice to go into the woods and do quests and go on adventures.
Yeah.
Woodcutting's really nice, just peaceful. The music, the sound track is insanely good. Yeah, it's just really good.
Love a good soundtrack on a game.
Yeah.
Really.
Anyway.
But this study was conducted by Heineken as part of their latest advertising campaign.
What's it got to do with Heineken?
Not sure. Part of their latest advertising campaign. And they analysed the screen of 17,000 adults worldwide. Do you know yours? Do you have yours turned on?
Yeah, we looked at it the other day, didn't we?
Mine is turned off.
Let me check if it's gotten better. It will be worse now because I've obviously been vlogging and I vlog using my phone. So I've kind of had my phone out a lot.
That's no excuse.
And I travelled on Sunday and it was like a 12 hour.
Let me search. Because I'm pretty sure I turned this off at like the start of when I became a TikTok person. Yeah, mine's turned off.
4 hours, 23 minutes. Which is...
4 hours, 23. So you're below average then?
Below average.
4 hours, 23 minutes.
We finally discovered something on below average app.
No, there's plenty of other things we got on the list. But would you... Oh, it'd be nice to have your laptop here to find... Or like... Well, because you use a PC for filming. Do you ever use your laptop for like leisure or is that always work?
Oh, no comment.
What? Oh, massive porn.
What the hell?
You're saying or no?
Massive?
Yeah, like on the massive screen, on the big screen. Porn on the TV, you know? You know how YouTube is most consumed on TV, so is porn.
Is it actually?
No, made it up.
YouTube is?
Just made that up. Can we find that out? What's porn consumed most on? Come on, help me. What's
don't moan that while talking about porn. Go on, help me. That's what you just did.
You exaggerated it. Yeah, mine's turned. That's what my screen.
73% on cell phones and smartphones.
Oh,
yours is turned off. Why?
That means it's turned off. Well, I turned it off.
Why?
Because I don't want to know.
Why?
Because
it's true, regardless of whether or not you know it.
Because it was for work.
Yeah, but regardless of whether or not it's work, you still spend the same amount of time on your phone.
I'm in Bliss because I don't know.
Oh.
I'd rather not know. How about that?
Okay.
Because it would say something. Let's say it says like 10 hours. And if someone were to be like, oh, what's your screen time? And I say 10 hours, they're like, pig! But the truth is...
That was really scary. I actually really didn't like that.
Freak! But the truth... Oh, no, my ball. Okay, but the truth is...
That was really scary. I really didn't like that.
Freak!
Stop.
But the truth is that...
It's like that when that happens, you get like in the movie and then there's like a flashback to like 5-year-old Arthur, just someone in the courtyard. Give us our ball back, you freak.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's a rainy day.
I'm trying to construct my solar system. I don't know why I'm Russian.
Why are you Russian boy making a solar system? Yeah, I just didn't want to know. I just didn't want to know the truth, okay? Well, it says 12 hours and I was on TikTok for this many hours, but I was working.
Chip said his screen time is 8 hours. He loves a doom scroll though. He always talks about it. Can I pop a quick doom scroll?
I pop a doom scroll before bed sometimes.
That's mental. That's really bad for you.
If I'm going to bed alone, I'll absolutely do it every time. 100%. Just before I go to sleep, just a little laugh, a little giggle and a fart. What's wrong with that?
That was so close to my face.
Epic. I'm so glad I set that up. You just want to do it back, don't you?
Okay.
Yeah, in the mouth. Oh, for the audio listeners, we're actually just... No, I'm just flicking a ball around. Because we're masters of flicking. Now,
Yeah, he's wearing his shorts and they were dangling out, so I just flicked one.
do you know the apps that on your screen time that are highest? Out of curiosity? You don't really doom scroll. Do you watch TikTok at all?
I actually do.
You do watch TikTok?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Good for you. That's good for you.
Yeah, it's all it's Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram.
Is Twitter
WhatsApp,
is Twitter
Studio.
highest for you?
No, TikTok is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But yours is quite low in general anyway, to be honest. So yeah, screen
I get
time.
my news from TikTok annoyingly. Should find some
I thought you
better.
said nudes. Oh, I actually get all the nudes from TikTok. That's why I'm on there so much.
No, because I do think if you search nudes on Twitter since Elon took over, you can see them.
What?
Not mine.
Nudes on Twitter?
It's nudes. Yeah.
Twitter's always been like that.
Oh.
There's no like restrictions on Twitter. That's why I don't go on Twitter, because it's just full of like death. Like you see death.
I would never. Yeah, I'd never open up Twitter. I open up TikTok if I'm on public transport because I just know they're not going to throw me a crazy curveball. Most of the time, anyway. Sometimes something can come up and you can be like, "Why am I?" Last time I got my black blown out, and you're like, "Oh, why is that?"
Oh, or that sound where it's like, I'm just rubbing lotion on my dick, got lotion on my balls, and my.
Can you send me a selfie with your ass out and your pussy about that kind of stuff?
I want to see your souls pointing up to the Lord. Areola poking through. Yeah, that's my bad. That was my audio. What can I say? What can I say?
Well, you haven't got screen time.
I have not got screen time. I wonder what younger generations probably have terrible screen time now. I wonder what my younger sister's screen time is. Probably like 50 hours a day or something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You know how it is.
Yep. She must be doing really quick laps of Earth.
Does that make it possible?
Yep.
Probably.
Probably.
I don't know. Anyway.
I won't say apparently.
But yeah, curbing phone addiction through social experiments. There was a thing on a TikTok that went viral in May featuring a methaphone.
Oh.
What the frick's a methaphone?
Oh.
Do you know methaphone?
It's an acrylic slab shaped like an iPhone. It was the dumbest thing ever. They got really cooked for it.
Oh, I saw someone in a coffee shop using it.
That was her. So that was this.
Is that
this
the video?
GPT? No, but that was someone filming her, like kind of using it.
Yeah.
But they were selling it for like $20. So instantly, it's just like what's this current trend? Everyone's on their phones. Oh, I'm going to make a quick buck at people's expenses.
Right.
And it obviously doesn't help. You know, like smokers can sometimes have those like fake pens.
Is that what it's supposed to be?
Fiddle. It's like that, but for people with smartphone addictions.
Right.
So it's supposed to, there you go. It allows users to mimic scrolling motions without accessing digital content. But no one does that.
No.
You don't have the satisfaction.
I kind of get the whole, like, when you're in public, you don't know what to do if you don't have your phone out, though. Like, you're not just going to, and you're not listening to music. You
kind of
can't
like
just
having a drink at a bar.
Yeah, exactly. You
Kind
need
of.
something in your hand.
Yeah.
Even when I was away, I had we were in a bar and I didn't want another beer, so I was just holding an empty beer bottle.
No way.
For something to do with my hands, yeah. Otherwise, I'm just stood there straight arming it. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But no, I think she also kind of got cooked because at the end of her video, she's like, my screen time hasn't actually gone down since getting one of these, but it's like interesting for the conversation. So I think a lot of people just thought it was quite pretentious.
It must just look bizarre though, having it out.
Yeah, it literally just looks like a little glass there, like
It's like a glorified
an empty
fidget spinner.
case. Oh, that's her.
But what's the alternative then? If you're If you do want something to do with your hands that isn't go on your phone in public, what do you do? No, don't
You
laugh.
filthy.
Don't laugh at that. I mean, of course you could stroke it, but
You could put your hand in your pocket.
yeah, but then
Cigar.
could you?
Tip your fedora.
If you've got a fedora, if you're lucky enough to have a fedora on.
Walking cane.
No,
That's
these
gonna
are
be
all
epic.
terrible options. I was thinking more like some people use fidget spinners, but I don't think that's
Oh,
gives you much aura. I don't know what you could do, or maybe carry a beer around.
We could start holding hands if you want to. If that's what you're getting at.
I'm more thinking eat an apple.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah.
If they could make an apple that doesn't go brown after, 10 minutes in the open air.
You know when it could be useful? Having your phone in one pocket, the methaphone in another, and if you're not really aware, just sometimes when you get it out, there's a 50% chance that you pull out the methaphone, and then you use that as a trigger to be like, do I really need to be checking my phone right now? And you go, you know what? No, I don't need to be doom scrolling right now. Like, put it back in.
But what if you remember the pocket that's in?
Then you're over.
What the fuck?
Maybe you go.
Then you're over.
Maybe you go. Hey, Liv, really quickly, put the methaphone in one of my pockets and my iPhone in another. Thanks.
It must feel different in the pocket. It must do. Sorry, your thing is flawed. It really is.
Put it buy a second iPhone case and put the methaphone in it, so it feels the same.
This is why a smartwatch is handy, because it comes up with the notifications, and if it's not something you need to do, you can leave it. Did you notice that? Did you notice that thing on your wrist did that?
Yeah, I don't like the notification thing. I just want the time. I've been trying.
Why do you use a smartwatch?
I've been trying so long to turn notifications off.
Why do you use a smartwatch? Because you don't use it when you work out either. What are you using that for?
Tell the time.
You've got a watch that tells the time.
It actually doesn't, because I went as a joke. I was on a drunk night out and I ran on the pavement. So this was years ago.
Oh, thank God.
It was a long time
I thought
ago.
this was like the other day.
And it came off my wrist and smashed.
What, the one that... No, you wear one around all
Yeah,
the
it's
time.
broken. It doesn't work. It doesn't tell the time.
That's never told the time.
So that's why I wear the smartwatch.
The whole time
It's
you've
got
worn
added
that,
features.
it's never told the time.
Yeah, it's just it's a nice accessory.
Okay, fine.
Oh wait, that's not true.
It tells the time.
It does. No, I forgot that new black one is the Amazon one.
Yeah.
It does tell the time.
Yeah. So why, if you just want the time, why not wear that? And that
Because
keeps coming
this
up with
one I've
notifications
customized the
that's
home
pissing you off.
screen. So this tells me what day it is, what the low and high temperature is,
Okay.
and the hourly temperature and weather. So I can be like, when we finish this podcast, I'm going to go, okay, it's 20 degrees outside and there's a bit of cloud. I don't need to put my jumper on.
That would be nice if that was true, but it's a miserable day today.
It actually is 20 and cloudy though. When cloud cover,
Is it 20?
It's often like the blanket of the land.
That can't be true. Oh my God, it is 18 and cloudy, which rounds up to 50. My opinion. Yeah, I think that device is stupid. I really do. Oh, good point. Compare that. What conversation? You don't have to pull your weird bit of acrylic out. You can speak to people. Do you ever speak to anyone? No, not me. Do you ever speak to anyone in public?
Sorry, I got
No, calm down. What if you're in like a lift and there's a couple other people or one other person in there and it's kind of no one's got their phone out? Would you spark up conversation?
Hell no.
I've started doing that a bit more now.
That's so weird. People don't want that.
They do.
People
actually.
despise human connection if they're anything like me.
That's not true. There was a lady that walked into the lift when I was away.
That must have hurt.
No, she walked in. Oh, you can't be laughing that much. Oh no, audio listeners, he's held up a laugh soundtrack thing.
No, I haven't.
Not
I
real.
actually didn't for that one.
It's
Go
not
watch
real.
the video. Matt found that funny.
Go watch the video. Timestamp it right now. No, a lady walked in with like a little cupcake and a candle in it. I went, oh, it's someone's birthday. She said, no. I can't remember what she said. She said, no, it's for my
She said,
husband.
no, get away, you smell
She
weird.
said something like, no, it's for my husband. I said, oh, nice. And then I went, anyway, have a good day, because I was literally out right then. But I still don't know why I had a candle in it. Never got to the bottom of it. But it just shows that little interaction.
She
was
would have
golden.
hated that.
No, I think she liked it.
No, I'm only joking. I kind of do like it. When we went to Germany for the Chris over the weekend, I was with Chip and these two lads in front of us, and they were from LA, and they were just chatting to us for ages. And I was like, oh, this is actually quite fun.
Oh, speaking to people can be fun after all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends though. Sometimes it can be awkward.
But no, when I'm in the mood for a doom scroll and I want to pull out my phone, I'm not going, oh, chatting to a random stranger is akin to this.
Mm.
You know,
What if you're in the queue for getting a coffee and you don't have your phone on you? Someone is in front of you with cool shoes on. Would you say cool shoes?
no,
What do you do then?
because they might be like, oh, thanks. They were the shoes that my grandfather died in. Then what do you say?
Musty ass.
Oh, I
bit of
can
banter.
smell it.
Oh, I can tell.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say. Yeah, you could just compliment that though. Or
He died in some good shoes. That's very pursuit of happiness of you, Matt.
the film.
I would have said he must have had on some damn nice pants.
I'm in the
That's not how
pursuit
Will
of
Smith sounds.
happiness, and I know that cubicle scene is really sad, isn't it? When he's asleep and he's like holding the door shut with his thing and crying. And his son's sleeping.
Yeah. Guess the soundbite.
That's not how you segue.
Guess the soundbite segment. So over the last few weeks, our producers Matt, Nat, that's all I
Shat.
think,
And Shat.
and that twat. No,
Go on. Carry on.
have picked up on the fact that we finish each other's niche internet references. So they've got 8 sounds for us. Can you guess the beginning of these well-known
I know
videos?
I'm not going to have a clue. Actually, videos I'm better at. When it's a film, I have no idea. Sound numero uno, which is French for 1. Let's go.
And let me see what you have.
What the fuck?
And let me see what you have.
Wait, stop. Something's burning.
Someone's trying to break in through the roof. It's Manny.
It's Manny with a drill.
Get me on the screen! That's the reference that no one's going to understand.
No, that can't go into the...
But I can explain it right now. It's funny. And we can choose whether to keep it or not. Basically, we stopped the recording at about 7 minutes in because Manny just came up on the recording for some reason.
Just a screenshot of his face.
Yeah, it's just there. And he just wouldn't leave. So it's a,
And then we just
it's a
had
running
the buzz
joke.
that's also probably going to be cut out because of the audio quality.
Nah.
We won't be able to hear it.
Fuck it. Fuck quality. Quantity over quality, right?
Okay, sound number 1.
Which is English.
And let me see what you have.
Let me see what you... A knife! He's got... Yeah, it's when the kid's running around in a circle and it's like, let me see what you have. A knife!
Oh,
and he
yeah.
just runs off.
The little kid.
I think so.
And let me see what you have.
It is.
No! Oh my God.
No!
A knife! No!
That's a good
Oh,
one.
God, this is so fun. I love this shit.
Yeah.
That's such a good one. Number 2.
Got him.
Got you. I think
Got him.
now he just...
That's the D's nuts clip.
I think now he just walks LA and if you get a picture with him, his manager comes up and goes, you need to pay.
No way.
No, I made it up.
Oh, fair enough.
Number 3, which is English for number 3.
2 bros chilling in the hot tub.
5 feet apart because they're not gay. That's a
Sitting 5
classic.
feet apart because they're not gay.
That's a
They
classic.
could have even used the other side. Then they would have been more than 5 feet apart. Then the song would have been changed and then everything would have changed. And Vine would have never died.
Imagine.
Imagine.
Whoa. Hurricane Katrina.
More like Hurricane Tortilla.
Tortilla.
Oh, I said tortilla. It's
He says,
because we were in Barcelona recently.
Sound number
5.
5. Number 5 bomba clap. Oh, yeah. You know it?
Is that look at all these chickens. A classic.
Yeah.
A lot of Vine references here.
Road work ahead.
Yeah. I sure hope it does. I love Vine.
Yeah.
We don't really got that.
I get a jam like a croissant.
I love croissants as well. It's so relatable. I'm struggling.
That's the guy in the selfie in the mirror wearing a Spider-Man costume, right?
What does he say anything else? Or you
No,
just-
that's actually it. Out of shape, like white Asian man in a Spider-Man's outfit in a bathroom, selfie mirror, vertical.
Oh, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, my dudes.
Oh man, that used to be one of my favorite videos at uni.
I just got a notification saying decibels too high.
Oh,
That was too loud.
every Wednesday, my like mates would all like send a new "It is Wednesday, my dudes" meme, and it just got really out of hand on the internet with like, can you go on Google Images and just type in
Every Wednesday.
"It is Wednesday, my dudes"? Some of the sort of like classic frog, old English meme ones are so good. Gentlemen, it is with great pleasure I inform you that today is Wednesday.
If you drop that in a group chat now, do you think people get the reference anymore?
Don't know.
Why is it all frog related?
It is Wednesday, my dudes. Yeah, for some reason it became a frog meme.
It's Warden's
God, I have-
Day, my brethren.
It is Woden's Day, me brethren.
Oh, Woden.
Oh, the day of oh my goodness, the Wednesday ritual. Can we watch that one? Wow, that's so epic.
The what?
Bottom left, the YouTube link.
You're going to have to walk us through this. What is this?
You might get copyright claim for the music, but
Bongo music.
look at them all around the. No, unmute it. Okay. You never watched this on Wednesday mornings at school?
No.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Oh, no. Your mum asks you to hang out with a neighbour's kid.
Neighbour's kid.
You're just Right, well, that's great. I'm glad you introduced me to that.
Yep.
It's a fucking Tuesday, though. So tomorrow we could drop that in any group chat. That would be pretty fun.
Well, on Wednesdays, the worms are going to be seeing that. They get the episodes a
Oh,
day early because
shit.
they get them on Wednesdays.
Oh, it's Wednesday, my dudes.
So, hey, everyone on Patreon listening the day it's out. It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Boom, boom, boom.
In the mirror.
Oh, yeah. God.
Anyway,
Yeah.
world's first competition involving humanoid robots.
Quite the segue there.
Well, they haven't put segue in brackets.
So how would you know? Oh, there we go.
Oh, go on.
Back as well.
Nice.
Yeah, so China's humanoid robots showcase combat skills ahead of world's first boxing competition.
That was a very
With the
nonchalant
humanoids.
reading. Yeah, so the world's first robots.
Yeah, so I guess I can read.
So it took place in
New skill.
Hangzhou in East China,
Damn.
featuring a pair of G1 robots
Like
designed
a
to showcase
G1
regional
what?
robotic industries and promote the integration of science, culture, and tourism. It'll also include robot football and basketball matches.
That must be. Oh, did you see the video of the robot trying to kick a football and just misses and falls over?
Yeah,
That's
miserable
so funny.
sod.
That's harsh.
No, I don't know if I care about robot sports that much.
I don't.
At all.
I don't. I liked, you know, the robot car fighting thing when you were kids. What's
Yeah,
it called?
Robot Wars.
Robot Wars. That was cool.
That was quite cool.
But it was controlled with a remote control, and they were like cool shit.
And they were amateurs.
And also, that was very like futuristic for back then.
Yeah.
Whereas now, it's so impressive to see like an athlete who's really good at something and so much better than like other athletes in that field.
Yeah.
Whereas robots, it's like,
We were having this conversation the other day because we were talking about like sort of on the Chris shoot in Germany. We were speaking about AI inevitably taking over like pretty much every industry. And we were like, sports will probably be one where like people will always want to watch humans at their best
yeah,
in sports. And there's not, I mean,
yeah, you can't replace that.
you can't really replace that.
Like you think of sport. I don't care about watching robots play football against another robot team.
Like if an AI made a Manchester United versus a Chelsea game and the players looked the same, but it was fake, I just wouldn't enjoy it.
No, because realistically, like you could make every player just as good as each other.
Yeah.
Because if you can make one player amazing, one robot amazing, you can do that with all of the players. So why wouldn't you?
Because yeah,
And then it's just pointless.
yeah, and this is the case with chess. I obviously think I've said it before, but chess robots are so much better than humans. But it's just way less impressive because you're like, okay, like yeah, you know, you can see 50 turns in advance, and so you moved your king. It's like so boring. It's all about the human error and the mistakes and them succumbing to pressure and dealing with it. That's the impressive stuff.
Yeah, and it's the fact that you can have someone who's like the best in a sport, and someone who's just like genuinely amazing, but compared to them,
Yeah.
they just don't look nearly as good because this person's like just a specimen.
Yeah. And it kind of came up. It's kind of relevant to the one before because there was a thing there, like, been down any rabbit holes lately. Have you seen these new vlogs that are coming out?
No.
So Google's released this new prompt to
somebody
video.
showed me that.
and they're so realistic. And this guy's making vlogs with this Yeti, and he got 12 million views on his last vlog, and all the comments are like, "This is more entertaining than any vlog I've ever watched. This is hilarious. Like, if this is what AI content creation is going to be like." And I think, obviously, I was there with that AB Chris, and we were kind of saying we think it was going to be like, at least a year until AI kind of is the dominant thing on YouTube. And we were there like, this is done better than any video any of us have really made before. It probably took a guy 3 minutes, and we were going like, oh, just before this thing dropped and we had a look, we were going like, oh, people always want the human connection and like a person behind the screen. And then looking at that vlog and just being like, all the comments are like, we love it.
Yeah.
And like the Yeti's like doing things like, hey guys, I'm at the top of this volcano and it looks real.
Yeah.
And he jumps into the lava and he's doing shit that humans can't do. And then there was one where like he was in Birmingham. This one was like just a gorilla.
Yeah.
And like he was going to meet a girl he had met on a dating app. He really liked her. He was chilling, rocked up, and it was like one of his ops had like set him up and he was getting chased through the streets. And like, it was just so entertaining. And like, you can come up with drama in those that you can't really manufacture in real life.
And that is entertaining, but then it's not a vlog anymore. It's just like a TV show.
But it feels like a vlog because he's chatting to camera. Like, it feels like you're watching a vlog.
Yeah. And
it looks like one. And obviously the comments are just going, and if someone can do that with like a 3-minute prompt, like they could put out 30 banging vlogs a day with insane stories and insane thumbnails and titles. And you're just there like,
how do you compete with that?
How can you ever compete with that?
I think the only thing you can compete with is the fact that yours is real. And I think that's like, for me, although that would be entertaining, I just would never watch that because I know it's not real, so I don't care. It's just like the robot sport thing. I know they're robots, so I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Cause like, I think I'm the same, but I think that getting 12 million views, and that was in like a day and a half on a new account. Obviously people are watching because it's like new and novel, but just the fact that so many people are happy to go, this is so entertaining, I don't care if it's real or not.
Yeah.
I guess it's no different than a movie, or I guess a lot of YouTube videos are fake these days, isn't it? But it's just like I think everyone kind of talks about AI taking over everyone's industries, and it's just so weird to see it happening to you. The way we were talking, it's like it must be how artists felt when they started seeing AI stuff, just being able to produce art of a really high quality with ease. And, you just see it everywhere now. Like, brands use it, big YouTubers use it to replace stuff. And it's like, oh God, that must suck. But when you are like, oh my God, that's actually kind of, I can see that happening to me. It's a quite weird, scary feeling.
Do you think it ever will take over sport?
That's the thing. I think there are probably very few things that will survive, but I can't imagine sport being taken over by it, because it will be things where people really want to see humans doing something.
Yeah. I'd be worried, like Formula One, for instance. You could argue that, obviously, I mean, the best part about Formula One is the fact that you have the teams making the cars themselves. You get some with great advancements because it's like human brains who have thought this is best for aerodynamics or whatever. You could and they brought down the pit stop to like, I think the record is just under 2 seconds for a pit stop. You could replace people at the pit stop with robots who swap the tires out for less than a second. But that just the fact that there can be human error makes it a sport. I feel like if you take away human error, it's no longer a sport.
Exactly. Like, you want to watch because you're like, oh, how will Lando Norris handle the pressure?
Yeah.
How will Verstappen's confidence and ego handle the fact that he might not have the fastest car, and what tactics are they going to employ? And there's going to be all these strategies and that kind of thing. Like, now you could design a car with a computer.
You could have a self-driving car. You could have...
It does a way faster lap than
robot
any human.
Pit stops, yeah.
But people wouldn't be interested, in the same way with chess and with football. You could go on FIFA, turn the two teams up to 99 sliders, and they'll be scoring goals from the halfway line that rocket top bins that a human can never do, but people don't care.
Yeah. It's... There was like a show where it was kind of like intergalactic football or something, and they had just special powers to be able to do like a backflip and just score a banger and stuff. And that was entertaining. Like, I think that there probably will be a place for it, because I'm sure there's people who would love to see robots be able to do a backflip and score a screamer from the halfway line.
Yeah.
But I could never replace actual human sport.
Yeah.
I do think it'll exist, but human sport can't be replaced by robot sport.
Oh, but even
It's just a different thing.
even just thinking about like how good Drive to Survive was, and I think Drive to Survive is slightly more entertaining than watching it on TV myself, just because you kind of get a lot of the like personality and they just set it up. I mean, I don't know if you find the same, but
It's just different. Like,
Yeah.
like now, because since last season, I've been watching like every race. Now I don't really feel the need to watch Drive to Survive anymore
Yeah.
because you just watch the previous season.
yeah.
But it is cool to see behind the scenes
Mm.
if you miss out on clips and any drama that had happened throughout that season.
Yeah, they make it a lot more dramatic. But even then, thinking about it, I mean, with this AI now just turning one prompt into these like entertaining vlogs, it could theoretically come up with an entire fake storyline
Yeah.
of drivers, fake races that looks real. They've got the passion, emotions, and stuff. Obviously, it's not there yet, but it could theoretically have do everything Drive to Survive does with fake storylines that just are more dramatic. And in the same way people are moved by movies and books and stuff, at the end of like, if it comes up with a storyline that is as entertaining, people will enjoy it. Same way as they enjoy the vlogs, even though obviously a lot of people value that things come from humans.
Yeah.
I think like that vlog thing, that just made me realize like consumers just are fickle. They just go, actually, if I can watch 10 of these insane, entertaining vlogs today, maybe I'll just binge them.
Yeah.
I
Then I
don't
feel
know.
like that, again, it doesn't replace like a raw human vlog.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
I
Like
don't
it
know.
feels like it's just a different genre then. It's a different thing.
Yeah. But as
That's
in
the
it's
same with like robot sport would just be a different genre to human sport.
But like
you might be interested, but because it's like ABBA Voyage.
Mhm.
You would have never thought that holograms could replace humans and people would actually watch it.
Yeah.
I don't think an ABBA Voyage show, if ABBA were actually still doing live shows,
Yeah.
I don't think an ABBA someone would book ABBA Voyage over an ABBA live show and feel like they got their fix of ABBA.
Yeah.
I feel like they'd book it because it's an experience, it's a whole new thing, but they also want the real thing, you know?
I just think it's almost more like in terms of the deeper economic consequences, like, you know, if a brand wants to advertise their new smartwatch and they can pay a top TikToker 30 grand to advertise it in a TikTok, or they can go on a generator, make a really funny TikTok in 5 seconds of putting in a prompt that advertises the smartwatch and it costs them nothing.
Yeah.
And it will get as many views, if not more, because they could make 100 of these TikToks in a day and put them all out, and net it will get. Why would they ever pay a TikToker to do it? And like on YouTube, if like me and you, we can upload a vlog maybe once a week, but if someone typing on a computer can upload 100 vlogs a day,
Yeah.
there's 700 a week. We're only getting 1/700th of the total viewership. Our ad revenue is going to basically be zero. Like, we can obviously make content, and I think in the same way that artists can still make art, but if all the consumers, the people that buy art, go, I can just do this with AI and that's what I'm going to choose to do, although there might be some people commissioning them, it's going to drive most of them out of the job or like reduce everyone's things. And I just can't see that happening with social media so quickly.
I mean, yeah.
Like if you're did you see the street interviewer one?
But I would argue street interviews could be replaced by, because like with a street interview creator, right? No shade on street interview creators, because there's some great ones, but I don't think you build as much of a connection to a street interviewer as you do someone vlogging, like let's say AB.
Yeah.
He builds an audience where they're like, I love him, I want to see behind the scenes, I want to see everything he does. And so they'd never choose to see like a gorilla jump into a volcano over watching him like camping raw and just like that. I think that can't be replaced. Whereas a street interview isn't as raw and like it's not the same sort of thing, you know? So if you were to replace that with AI, and you get the whole thing of street interviews is like you go up to someone and hopefully you get like a crazy answer that you can laugh about, which is easily replicated by AI. You could create that whole scenario, but you can't. I mean, they could recreate like they could probably recreate an AB video
Yeah, that's
with
what I
AI,
mean.
right? Yeah. But
You could take a vlogger like AB, make it, obviously, this video thing, you can still kind of tell it's AI, but it's very close, very hard to distinguish. Obviously, it will get to the point where you won't be able to tell with your naked eye, but they can make a vlogger who's 10 out of 10 attractive, like the funniest person ever, super smart, and crazy shit happens to them, and upload 10 of those a day. And it's like, why would someone watch, you know, me go to Monaco and like chill on this boat when they could watch someone better looking, funnier than me with a better storyline vlog, and they can't really tell the difference. They can't tell that it's not human, and they can watch 10 of those a day.
I just feel like as long as it's like disclosed that it's AI and not a real video, I think that just makes all the difference. Because I would much rather watch your Monaco video than someone like someone who doesn't exist, not go to Monaco, but it looks like it's all happening. Because in my mind, it's like, that's not real. Because that's I don't want to watch it because I know it's not real life.
Yeah,
you know,
that's the thing. I think
I hope most people are like that, but I don't. You know,
that's the thing. I also thought the same, but that was why that 12 mil view vlog
threw you off.
Shook us so much. I mean, it was all of us, because obviously AB vlogs as well, and Chris has you know, like spent ages like building this thing. Like, at what point does Chris go, actually I've got 10 staff, someone books pictures, someone like, you know, does this, does all that. If he can get to the point where he can go, here's a picture of me as Chris MD, here's a bunch of my videos, make a football challenge video where, you know, we're all backflipping out of a submarine or something, you know, or making it realistic, and it goes indistinguishable. And he's like, he'll just turn around and be like, why would I ever actually step out onto a football pitch anymore if everything I plan and want, I can just make in 5 seconds, you know?
Do you think it could, like, if it got to a point where people are making so many videos like that, and let's say Chris and Sidemen were making videos that looked exactly like a Chris or a Sidemen video, but it was all AI. Do you think then if they were to make a real one, it boosts the value of that real one even more, and more people would want to watch that because it's like, oh, this is actually real. This actually happened. This is more valuable to us.
Yeah, I don't know.
And engage with, because surely engagement and everything is better on real content. Like, you'd have people talking in the comments of the AI videos being like, oh, I can't believe that happened, whatever. But it's not like, I feel like it wouldn't be to the level of like the engagement you get on a real video.
Yeah, it's tough to think. Because I mean, like, just reading through this comment section, and like, obviously, you know, it's a gorilla that's gone to Birmingham to meet a girl. Like, it's obviously AI, it's not real. But everyone's like doing like quoting one of the, like, there's a bunch of shit he says in it. This is very funny. And it's like, it's as if someone said it in a normal vlog, because it's like the quote and then laughing emojis. I mean, like, no, I can't believe this happened, all this kind of stuff. Like, the comment section, other than the bits where they were addressing that it was AI and saying they loved it, were like, man, this is so good. And like, there's Yeti vlogs, and this Yeti guy's doing vlogs with his mate up a mountain. Like, he's basically called like the Yeti Outdoor Boys or something. And he's doing Outdoor Boys style videos, but he's a Yeti. And it's just really interesting because it's like, it looks real.
Do you think if they made him a human instead of, I think if they made him a human instead of a Yeti, it wouldn't be nearly as successful.
Maybe,
because then people are like, well, I don't want to watch a clearly fake human. I'd rather watch a real human. But if it's a Yeti, it's like, oh, this is fictional, so I'll consume it as though it's a fictional thing rather than a vlog.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think that just the performance of these vlogs at the moment and the comments have changed my mind. I did previously think that, like, you know, why would someone watch an AI character to do a vlog?
Yeah.
But maybe I'll show you a couple, and then next episode you can come back and be like, here's how I felt about it.
How I feel about it.
To watch and just be like, I actually would probably rather watch that than an average vlog.
If it ends up going down that path where all this AI content just like clogs up YouTube, I think it gets to a point where someone makes a human-only platform like YouTube where you can't upload any AI content to.
What happens when it becomes indistinguishable?
The switch. Well, you could always do that though. Like, they can't just turn around and be like, no, that can't. What you mean as in like...
But how are they going to filter it? Let's say I just go, I'm Arthur, I actually did this vlog today.
I think there's always going to be laws where you're like, AI was used in this. Like, now you have to disclose if AI is used in content.
Do you have to? I thought it was just a suggestion.
Yeah, it comes up on the platform. It'll tell you.
Yeah.
There's like filters on the platform that knows if it's AI, and they'll say this is AI, by the way, because you can't put something out that looks really real and it's not, because it could be damaging. Like, imagine the guy backflipping in the volcano, not saying it's AI. Kid watches that and they're like, oh, you can just backflip in a volcano if you want to.
If I fake AI'd a vlog where I went diving and got like bitten by a shark, how would YouTube ever know if that's real or not?
I think it just knows. I think it's just the workings of YouTube within it. It just flags up and it's like, this is AI.
You think there'll always be some sort of fingerprint?
Yeah, like if you upload a photo to Instagram or TikTok, you don't have to select anything, but it will say like if AI was used to make that photo, it just knows. I don't know how it knows, it just knows.
Interesting.
So maybe there's information in the content itself.
But even then, do you not think AI developers will end up going, we'll make
But
a
I
way
think
of
it'll be
making this
illegal.
without the fingerprint?
I think it should be illegal and would be illegal.
Yeah,
not
I agree.
disclosed.
I definitely think it should be the case that people should always know. It's going to be so interesting to see over the next 6 to 12 months, I think, whether people go, we are going to stick with this. Because I mean, I'm on Twitter quite a lot, and Twitter's quite like that with art, like very, pay human artists, all that kind of stuff. People really feel very strongly about it.
Yeah.
But you just can see people, like the number of people using it increase just because, I guess it's a consequence of capitalism, isn't it? Like if you can get your art cheaper, loads of people are going to pick that. If a corporation can get their logo designed and posters made and ads made by AI, like they choose to. Coca-Cola did that AI ad that saved them an insane amount of money. And if they figure out that roughly the same number of people will buy Coca-Cola after it, and they'll just get a few people kicking off, why don't they? And it'll be so interesting to see how many people on YouTube go, I really do only care about human content, or whether they just go, if it's entertaining, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, really freaked me out. Freaked all of us out, because obviously
Yeah.
we're all content creators, just watching it going like, shit, like this, someone's done a prompt and just outperformed my video like 100x.
I still have faith that humans will just support humans.
This is such a crazy conversation. You saying that quote made me realize how scary advanced it is. I hope that humans are going to continue supporting humans.
I think I'm going to start the platform that does human-only content. I'm going to beat anyone else to it. I'm going to make a YouTube.
Batch Hub or something.
Maybe not Batch Hub.
No.
Oh, but you know what? I will put Batch
like
in
Batch
there.
Hub.
Yeah, I think I deserve to have a name for it.
Am I human enough to be on it?
Yeah.
Thanks.
I don't think AI could recreate you.
Thanks.
Not in a nice way. So yeah, that is a very interesting topic, and I am very interested to see how it unfolds.
Yeah. That was probably the longest tangent ever. That was a question in the previous thing that I saw that was like, been down any rabbit holes lately? And I was like,
This one.
And I was like, maybe that's a bit, and we just went into it anyway.
Yeah, just hit a robot rabbit hole.
But that's cool because we've just got submissions left.
Yeah.
Do you want to hit this one?
No, I won't hit her. I don't hit.
Yeah, actually, hit.
Sorry, Bethany. I'll read your thing out, but I won't hit you. Bethany asks,
little virtue signaler.
do you believe in spirituality at all? For example, I'm into paganism. I thought that said pigeonism. I thought you were just into pigeons. No, I'm into paganism and believe in reincarnation, spirits, angels, spirit guides, etc., etc. But I also like other elements of religion or spirituality. Do you? Do you believe reincarnation is real? What would you want to come back as if you did? I'm not spiritual, but I don't know, there is a part of me, and although I'm very like scientifically, I look at things like in a scientific way, like I'll say ghosts aren't real, they can't be, whatever. There's part of me that feels like should be. Like I believe slightly in 8 being my lucky number, even though I know it's not. You know, like deep within, I see a certain bird, I'm like, yeah, that's a sign, even though I know it's not. You know. Yeah. So I guess a little bit, but not. I don't believe in reincarnation. It would be cool, and I'd like to come back as a bird. No, actually, I'd like to come back as. No, I would like to come back as a bird. Yeah. No, I wouldn't. Killer whale. I want to be a killer whale. But yeah, I'm not overly spiritual. I'm not religious. What about you?
Yeah, I think I'm somewhat similar. Obviously, the same kind of thing. I'd need pretty crazy evidence to like actively believe. But a part of me does think that it's possible. Yeah. You know, on like a 10-point scale where like 10, I'm absolutely sure it exists. Like 0, I'm like, there's no chance. Probably I'm just like a 0.5 or a 1. Just because I think it'd be silly to shut off. I don't know why anyone would shut off to any of that. Like, you know, maybe there is. I mean, consciousness is pretty cool. There's some pretty spooky, unexplained stuff that's happened throughout history. And although I'm sitting there going, you know, most of this probably has a rational explanation. What if there is a ghost? You know, if you put me in an old castle where a bunch of people were beheaded, I'm probably a 3 out of 10 that there's a ghost or something in there. I'd be pretty freaked out. Same. Like, put me in a graveyard and I'm like...
digging it up, don't you?
Where do you think I got this watch? Oh, that would have been way cooler if I had an old watch.
Yeah, it would. Unfortunately, an Apple Watch. So you Dug up someone fairly young.
Yeah, they've died recently.
Yeah, that's sad. That's fresh and sad. But yeah, I mean, we don't have all the answers, and you think how crazy the world is and everything. So
Yeah. But
there's
that's
part
cool.
of me.
Maybe let us know what convinced you. That's always my most interesting thing to ask. When people go, I believe in this, tell us why.
Yeah.
Is it a personal experience? So you got any cool evidence you can let us know? Read anything? There are some, some cool stories throughout history of cool shit that's happened. Let us know, because,
We like
whether or
cool
not you
shit.
convince us, it's interesting. We find it all interesting. Maybe we can even speak about it sometime. If you're like, oh, listen to the Black Witch of 1923 in Yorkshire.
Bethany ain't saying all that.
We can go look it up and be like, oh, remember when Bethany brought that up? She messaged us or put a submission in, and there's this really cool story. So let us know.
Yeah, let us know about that witch, if you can.
Which one?
Huh?
Izzy.
The one that you meant. No, I'm not saying Izzy's a witch. What the hell? You can't segue into Izzy after I say, let us know about that witch. And then you go, Izzy. Go ahead, read it out.
Izzy, just listen to the podcast on ignorance. So interesting to hear your take on it. I just wanted to know what you think about the common phrase, ignorance is bliss, and whether ignorance is worth being psychologically protective for people, like avoiding news, but whether it's worse for everyone overall. Good question.
I think
Didn't you say ignorance is bliss?
Yeah, I
in this
think
episode?
because we were talking about would you want to know when you're
when you
you'll
die.
And I think ignorance is bliss in situations like that, because I wouldn't want to know when I die. But I'm in bliss because I don't know. I would be anxious as hell if I did know. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss in that case.
Ignorance is, it is bliss. But is it worse? It must be worse for everyone overall, because
In certain situations, it's absolutely a bad thing. And
Yeah.
it's like it was bad for other people. But there are situations where it's like it only affects you, and it is like ignorance can be bliss.
yeah, I guess it depends on how much power the knowledge holds
Yeah.
for you to be able to change things.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're knowing about things that are outside anyone's control, like, okay, we know that the Earth's going to be, actually, you said it was not going to be swallowed by the sun.
Earth is going to be.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
What, in how many? Is it 8 billion years or something?
It's like 4 billion years.
Or 4?
Yeah, 4 billion.
Oh, because it's going to be 8 billion years old when it happens. Because what's in that 4?
It's been 4.
Yeah.
Basically 4.
4.5.
So
Yeah.
ignorance is bliss.
So with that, like, knowing about it isn't great for me, really. Like, it's a pretty...
You've got 4 billion years, pal.
It's-
Do you really think you're going to be around, bro?
No, but it's a really weird thing to think about, that all of this is going to be gone. Like,
Yeah.
just, and any artifacts that might be left behind, just
All your
gone. And
YouTube videos.
the heat death of the
gone.
universe.
Yeah.
Just
Also, just
really
like-
freaky thinking about, like,
Things like if you're, you want to order a dessert on the menu, don't really want to know the calories because you just don't want to know. Ignorance is bliss if it's not written on there.
yeah. And you're like, how much difference will that actually make?
Yeah, who cares?
But having knowledge of other things, injustice around the world,
Cancer,
like
if you've got cancer.
health. I mean, like you said, health in general.
Yep.
Knowing what's healthy. You might just be like, oh, okay, I'd rather not know that this cake is bad for me. But overall, in the long run, knowing that cake isn't the best thing to eat for dinner, good in the long run. And yeah, just things all across the world, really. Like, to make positive change overall, you need to know about the bad things.
Yeah.
I almost think it's a little bit like that with the podcast. Because obviously, like, we'll speak about like certain small things. We spoke about it ages ago, like why we pick certain things and, the things that we're interested in. Like the kind of more things that you hear about, you technically can, like, there's a possibility that this could be a news podcast that only ever speaks about bad things and directs people to make change and all that kind of stuff that technically would be a good thing. And so almost like being completely ignorant of that would mean that we wouldn't have the kind of guilt or like the kind of like, oh, do we need to be doing more, all that kind of stuff. But then having it makes you want to do those kind of things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I just didn't know anything about climate change and I never felt guilty about getting on a plane somewhere, I'd feel better myself, but that's going to be worse in the long run for the environment and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's like ignorance is bliss for the person, but not bliss for other people in cases like when it affects others.
Yeah, so that's a really good question, actually.
And good luck following it, Martha, who says, I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on the whole need versus want argument. Do you see needs as decent clothes and food, or do you think that we overestimate what we actually need and that we just want things like diverse meals and nice clothes? Also, what do you guys classify as needs and wants? Well, yeah, I mean, you could live like a hunter-gatherer.
Yeah, this is very philosophical on what the word need actually means.
Yeah, I mean, you really just need enough food to keep you alive, enough water to keep you alive, the temperature to keep you alive. Like, need is just,
Because you could do bare minimum and be like,
that's
okay, I'm warm enough to survive, but I'm bloody cold the whole time and I'm on the brink of starvation, on the brink of dehydration.
Yeah.
But some people go need, obviously, like safety, health. Is it to like live a normal life? What you need to live a normal life? Like emotional and human connection, fundamentals, or like what do you need for a good life? Some philosophers would say like, you need purpose and fulfillment, all that kind of stuff. It really is an arbitrary line. There's not like these are categories of needs, these are categories of wants.
I do think we definitely overestimate what we actually need in most situations, though. Like you say, I need to, like you get into a bar, people go, I need a bloody drink. You don't.
Yeah, I need a big stiff one. Isn't that what they call it about the beer?
No.
Why did that sound so weird when I said it?
Well,
is that what they
was
call
weird
it?
when you said it. I need a big
stiff drink. It is.
I need
just
a
sounded
big stiff one. I need a big stiffy. That's why you saying that in every bar we've ever ended up. You go straight to the barman. You go, I need a big stiffy right now.
What kind of stuff did they say? Diverse meals and nice clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a need. You could eat dog kibble every night.
But I mean, you could easily say like diverse meals is because you need that to have a fulfilling and happy life. You need nice clothes because you need social acceptance and you need to feel confident to live a good and happy life.
Yeah.
So it really depends on what they mean. So, I guess the question is, what the hell do you mean? What? Where do you draw?
What?
Where do you draw the line when someone goes like, "Oh, these are needs
line?
and wants"? Where are you going like? Because for me, I think it is at the good life. I think.
Oh, like, when I hear, what do you need and what do you want? I would argue that you only need enough food, water, temperature, enough stuff to keep you alive. Like need is like to live, like alive. Want is anything more than that.
Right.
So I don't need to go for a wee, but it would be nice right now.
You want to?
Yeah, I only need it when it gets to a point where it's like, oh, that could kill me. You know?
It's really interesting.
I don't need breakfast. I want breakfast. I don't need another coffee. I want another coffee.
I guess it's almost the implication of what follows need for you. It's like, I don't need this to survive.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas I would think I need or don't need this to live a good life.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Fair.
I need you to hit the subscribe button and rate us 5 stars on audio platforms.
You to do that.
Oh.
I want you to do that. I do.
No, don't say that on you. I really want you to do that.
I want you to do that. I do. And I just want to, because Matt's got a question. Because before this pod started, do you want to come clean what you did to this guy?
Oh, yeah. I tossed him away.
You tossed the freaking alien off.
I tossed him aside.
Yeah, you threw him to the ground, actually, along with his witch partner.
And then I volleyed him between...
And you did.
I hate
and
him.
Matt asked, who wins in a fight, 100 of these guys versus one of you?
I think off pure rage, I get through about 1,000 of them before I even
You
get
do
tired.
not get through 1,000. He fucks you up solo, pal. He fucks you
I'm
up.
doing that to all 3 of his eyes 1,000 times.
You see the mouth and you cave immediately. You see that gaping mouth and you're like, take me. You can have me.
I'm going to be using my stiff one to just bat them away.
And on that note, I think we wrap up.
Oh.
Ooh, you've been chosen. He said, oh, you've been chosen for flops. Come on. Okay, I'm going to leave him here. He deserves a place on the table. So yeah, you want to add anything to that? Do you want to talk about him or are you fine?
Yeah, screw that guy and thanks for watching.
All right, thanks guys.
Bye.
Bye.